Hey everybody, welcome to a new edition of Wow Maker. Today I have my longest friend with me, Sandra Wilson. You are my longest friend in Paducah. So Sandra is I'd say the Chief Executive Officer for the Paducah Area Chamber of Commerce. And actually, Sandra also brings girl power to the job for many reasons, but one, you were the first woman to chair the Paducah Chamber of Commerce Board.
Many years ago.
And now you're in charge. So
it's full circle. I've really enjoyed all of the time that I've been with the Chamber in both roles.
So why did you want to go to the Chamber? Obviously you have a love of our community. So is that what really took you from West Vaco to the Chamber of Commerce?
I had been at West Vaco for 26 years, so it is easy to get comfortable in a position, but I'd always been really involved in the community, and I had been chair of the chamber, and I had been chair of Greater Paducah Economic Development. I was really involved in the Paducah community through the Carson Center and a lot of activities. So when the job came open, it was just kind of like, I think this is my dream job now, and something that I really want to do, and I can get more involved in the community.
So how many years have you been doing it now?
It was 10 years in June,
wow,
so I'm working on my 11th year now.
We've had several anniversaries today, big years for our organization. So in 10 years, what are you most proud of?
When I started in 2013, we had about 850 members. And then we grew through the last 10, 11 years to over 1,000. And during COVID, we lost a few businesses closed, but we're back up pushing 950 to 1,000 now. So we have a lot of opportunity to grow, and we're really working with a lot of community businesses.
And somebody's not a chamber member. I mean, there's a lot of opportunity for networking, for education, exposure for your organization. What's another reason you do ribbon cuttings? I think you ran in here.
I did. I was out in Lone Oak and just ran in here for a ribbon cutting. You know, one thing that we say is even if a chamber member never comes to an event, we are working for them even when they don't even know it, because some of the things that we do are directly related to advocacy. You know, we just took 66 people to Washington, D.C. to represent our community with our federal legislators, as well as departments, and national organizations that really have an impact on this community. National Endowment for the Arts, National Historic and Preservation Center, those are groups that we get grants from in our community that we wouldn't even know about, and they wouldn't know us if we weren't making a presence there. So we're very active in D.C., we're very active in Frankfort, and we're very active in West Kentucky's too. And so in Paducah, we look at ourselves as a convener and connector. We bring people together. We just had a huge crowd at a ribbon cutting. We connect people when they need to know about resources in the community. We do a lot of activities and events that we say, but we really are here to help businesses to grow and to be successful.
And it's an opportunity really to get to know one another, because you do Leadership Paducah also, where you bring, I know in my class, I probably wouldn't have gotten to know people as I did had I not participated in it. You have people really want to be in that youth lead program. It's an opportunity for young people to see a community, how they can make an impact, how they should come back here, because there's so many opportunities. So what else do you do that we haven't talked about?
Well, I'm glad you brought up two things I want to talk about. Our new Leadership Center, which we brought several of our programs under one brand called the Leadership Center at the Paducah Area Chamber of Commerce. So we're really working to enhance our programs that we currently have and build new programs. Leadership Paducah, as you mentioned, it's in its 37th year. We just had a big celebration last week to bring all 37 classes together, and Chris Black was our speaker, and it was wonderful because he really talked about being positive on this area. We're with Youth Lead Class 13. We'll be launching that on Wednesday. It's a highly competitive program for high school juniors, and one of the main messages that we want to get through to them is that we want them to know our community wants them to come back here. We need them and we want them. Yesterday we had what's called Launch. It's an 8th grade career fair for all students throughout McCracken County came. We'd love to be able to expand it to other counties, but it's just really difficult for spacing and timing and getting the businesses commitment. But we have trained other communities on how to do it. They all come in. There were 35 businesses there, so they could learn about welding or electricians or healthcare professions. all types, hospitality, everybody was there. It was a great day for all the students to learn more about it. So that's part of the leadership. I want to thank you, Paducah Bank, for being one of the sponsors of our small business cohort. We just graduated 9 more small business owners through that program, where they come out with a lot more tools to help them stabilize their business, grow their business, and we've just seen great growth from small businesses from that program. We have over 40 graduates now.
That's wonderful. And STEM for Girls, I was looking at
Yes.
the website. You said there's monthly breakfast where there's
Yes.
you hear from all types of different leaders. Paducah Bank recently sponsored the
Yes.
gubernatorial debate, where you have an opportunity to learn about candidates so that you're informed to make a good decision. The county clerk's office came so people could sign up. So the chamber, as you said, really is that connector, and you really rely on volunteers.
We do. We are a staff of 5, so if we didn't have our volunteers, I don't know what we would do. So they were all out at our ribbon cutting. They're at everything we do. And, I really thank you all for the gubernatorial forum. Normally, we have a breakfast every month. We average about 300 to 350 people to come together and hear a speaker. For that one, of course, it was a gubernatorial forum. We moved it to luncheon. We had almost 600 people there, and it was broadcast live on WPSD. Why would we want to do that? Because I have people say, why do you want to do that? Well, of course we do. Both of the governor candidates were here in Paducah. They now know more about Paducah because we talked to them about our concerns with legislation that might impact the community college. We talked to them about the need for some more funding for the city's build grant that will transform the riverfront. We talked to them about different issues that are important to us. They know us, they know Paducah, and they'll be looking to see how the results are on election day. So it's important they know us.
Yeah, and really, we may have missed some of the most important things that the chamber does, because every year you have these priorities for things that the community needs, whether it's the airport, the Carson Center, the Challenger Center, and we go united as a community because you lead that effort for us to get to that place where we agree on what those priorities are. And then you go get that money, Sandra.
We work for it. We work hard. I'm not scared to ask. That's what I've been told from some of the legislators, that I'm willing to ask, and I am, because this community is such a great community, and we really want to see it be able to grow and be successful. We want our children to be able to have the opportunities to come back here and have a successful life. So we know everything that we do helps us to get to the next step.
So if somebody's out there watching, and I know they are, Sandra, that is not a chamber member, how do they sign up?
They can go to paducahchamber.org, and there's a way to sign up on our website. They can call us at 270-443-1746. Email us at info@paducahchamber.org, and someone will get back with them and talk to them about how they can be a member of the greatest organization in the Paducah area. In our mind, we are the largest chamber in West Kentucky, and we are the lead business advocacy organization. So we would love to have you, even if you can't come to an event. First of all, we want you to come to events, but if you can't, we're still working for you night and day.
So we should do a little pat on the back for Sandra, because also you all have been one of the top chambers in the country.
We are a 2-time recipient of Chamber of the Year. So we won that the last time. We won in 2017, and then we were a finalist year before last. So we'll probably give it another go around. And that's through the Association of Chamber of Commerce Executives, and we are 5-star accredited by the U.S. Chamber of Commerce. So those are things that are important because they give you recognition throughout the country, and they also make sure that you're doing everything that you should be doing.
So this is a Wow Maker series, and we're so fortunate because you are definitely a wow maker, a change maker.
Thank you.
And you lead that with people, businesses, and the help that they need, the support that they need, the people that can make a difference by volunteering. But we have been so proud of all the people that sit at this desk that have a passion, whatever it is, and they're making their own difference. And when the chamber comes, you kind of see how all that works together. So thank you, Sandra.
Yeah, well, thank you, Susan. It's great to be with you. Yeah. I've been seeing this room, and so I'm glad to be up here today.
Maybe
thank
Sandra
you.
Sandra and I will start a new series.
Yes.
But thanks for coming in, and tune in to see who is next on our Wow Maker series.
Thank you.